I start to sail along these ocean waves. Nobody knows how to find us. It's turning out to be a perfect day. I just wanna leave our normal lives behind us. So let's get lost out here. No one else out here. Find ourselves out here. Oh, we could disappear into this atmosphere where this water's clear. Yeah, we don't have to go back to what we used to. Rather than stay, make a new life with you. This must be fate, must be a sign. So lost here, lost forever. Love being stuck here with you. Here with you. Here with you.
What do you think, Sarah?
It's very windy.
Very windy?
It's very windy.
Yeah, it certainly is. Like my wife in front of me there. So we arrived. Customs took a very long time. We were on the tarmac for so long to take our temperature.
The humidity is so high that
Yep.
we're standing outside in the sun.
Yep.
Even though it's the afternoon, it's still quite sunny.
Yep. But the customs agents asked Sarah some questions that I tested her on. Where have you come from and how long and all that. So there's apparently it's a little Italian restaurant on the island. We're going to go check out and see how we go.
So let's get lost out here. No one else out here. Find ourselves out here. Oh, we could disappear into this atmosphere.
Hey there guys, so we're here at Iririki Little Italy, which is a restaurant at the Iririki Resort. Due to the fact that a lot of planes have been cancelled, a lot of cruises have been cancelled, there's not a lot of people here at the moment. Sarah and I have had a couple of cocktails.
One cocktail each.
One cocktail each.
I had a blue Hawaiian, and you had a mango madness,
Mango Madness.
which had mango juice in it, which added helps.
It's really, they're really strong. The infinity pool is just next to us over here. Bit windy today, but it's a beautiful island. We're in a restaurant by ourselves. It's kind of weird and kind of awesome. This is the restaurant to the left. There's Sarah.
So let's get lost out here. No one else out here. Find ourselves out here.
So much.
I got the mango madness, and then he got the coconut, and it has a hibiscus flower in it. So cute.
It's a bit of a rainy day here on the Iririki Island Resort. We had a breakfast buffet, which was absolutely amazing, and then
It decided to rain.
it started to rain, and so we just chilled in the room, watched a movie on my laptop, Horrible Bosses, and was having a little walk around this gorgeous island. So we're here at the pool bar, the Sunset Pool Bar. It's usually happy hour around this time, but no one's here. So Sarah and I are just having a bit of a dip in the pool. Yeah, there's been a couple of people who have come around, visitor-wise, but pretty much got the pool to ourselves. Hey Sarah, what are we doing now?
We're having our own private dinner on our balcony.
If it's love that you need, you can't take it from me, 'cause I'm the one who's giving it up. And I know it's been hard, but
We're now stuck onto our main meals. They are pretty darn amazing. I've got the beef and garlic mash. Sarah, you've got, what have you got there?
Chicken covered in prosciutto.
Tonight's a pretty darn special night. 4 months we've been married now, which is pretty amazing. That was quick math there. It's pretty awesome. Still going strong, still together, still married. And then we got to the last day.
The Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade has issued fresh advice for Australians. This came late last night, and this is for Australians overseas as more countries move to close their borders.
If you are already overseas, you need to come home now.
We were ready to check out and go over to our next hotel, which was on the mainland in Port Vila. It's probably the most picturesque day in Vanuatu. Everyone was very stressed around breakfast and were calling their travel agents. We only had a couple of days left in Vanuatu, but we had gotten a lot of messages from friends and family saying you should probably come home because we didn't know if the borders were going to be closed before we left or something like that. So we rang our travel agent, rang family and just said, look, what do you think we should do?
And this is as we're checking out. This is all happening. I'm trying to just keep calm and focus on what we had to do, and that was to get on the ferry and to go to our shuttle bus that was going to take us to our next resort.
So we're on the shuttle bus and I'm still talking to the travel agent, and he said, what do you want to do? And I looked at Sarah and she nodded and said, we're going to go. So we got to the airport. Luckily we got one of the last 4 spots back to Australia. We got on the flight and saw out the window there was some of the people who worked at the airport who had a sign
Same, like,
safe flight.
yeah,
And
it was really cute.
It was really lovely and it was very emotional because we didn't want to end the honeymoon early, but we just thought it was best for us to come home and we got on the plane. There was a really lovely lady named Nicole. She was travelling to Sydney as well and gave us some hand sanitizer and hand wipes and everything, which was nice.
Yeah.
And because we had to stop over in Brizzy, and they were stopping over in Brizzy as well, we decided to stick together and
just because we'd never been to the international airport there.
Yeah.
And
we got through customs fine. There were people with medical like surgical gowns and like masks and everything handing out these forms saying you must isolate for 14 days when you get back to Sydney at your address. Then we got back to Sydney, headed home and self-isolated for 14 days.
yeah, so I mean, it was definitely unfortunate that we couldn't finish our trip in Port Vila, because I know I would have loved to go to the Pizza Hut, which they had.
That's right.
And even just exploring Port Vila itself, which would have been nice. But
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely enjoyed our time, and that doesn't mean that we wouldn't go back to Vanuatu, because it was really nice.
Absolutely. But yeah, it was an amazing honeymoon. We had such an incredible time. We did our 14 days isolation and now we're practicing social distancing, not between each other because we live together. Yeah, look, I mean, it's a really hard time, but we are very grateful for the time we did have at our honeymoon and had an incredible time. Unfortunately, it was cut short, but yeah, I mean, we look forward to going back to Vanuatu and New Zealand again one day and going travelling around the world when all this is over.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on our journey with us.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys soon.
It has been our pleasure having you on board. If you are visiting, enjoy your stay. Otherwise, welcome home. Thank you and good night.